Next week should be better. We got a good screen tonight. Plenty of light. Cactus laying, not cactus. That's an old dog. Like right when I excellent. Right when I moved here, we had cactus dog. But we got Butters and Wilson up on the bed. We got a little bit of bourbon right to the left. We got a little bit of water right to the left. We're gonna do this again. Song number. We'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do my spiel. We'll start the spiel at spiel. We started at 6:30. You know, and we go through a little bit of entertainment and news and a little bit of fun. You know, something you've never heard before, and then we'll sing a song live at 7:00. So that's where we're at. Just to let you know from the beginning. You know, you could sit here for a while, for about 30 minutes and hang out, 29 minutes and hang out with me, or you can leave. Come back, 7:00 sharp, song, done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, come watch Boyd 365. There's a song every night. Sing with me, stay for a while, make your heart feel all right. Just a bit outside of the norm. You are now listening to me, Chris Boyd, at Boyd 365 live, no matter where I'm at. I'm showing up every night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Rocky Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully enjoyed across the globe, beginning with my first country, Colombia, and my friend Andreas. Anyway, you know, I'm small to where I can pick out an individual at this point. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget to get the subscribe button and come see me in the future. Come singing every single night for about a year. And I'm on song number 71. Don't forget to hit that like button. Remember, my ditty is at 6:30, song at 7 sharp. This week is, well, the last week was Fruit Week. We do themes Pink Floyd style, but we're doing whatever we want to on the weekend. And I had a request last night from Andreas, and he mentioned the Pina Colada Song. And I'm like, Escape. Who doesn't like Escape? The Pina Colada Song. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We are going to do the Pina Colada Song. But I'm going to run through my stuff. You know, I'm going to run through my little entertainment and fun. This is song number 71 of 365 straight days of live music. Escape by Rupert Holmes on his album Partners in Crime. You know, and this one is from Sing King channel, just to give props to Sing King. Thank you for making a beautiful karaoke channel. All right, entertainment and fun, current. Let's make this big. I don't have anybody watching. Let's make this big. All right, we're going to go through the spiel. The current top 5 Billboard hits right now. Where are they? Did they really happen? Did they mute filaments? Oh, hold on. Let me start this. There we go. Well, right there. That's some subtle music. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. And I'm going to minimize this to see. Hey, what's up, Dima? How are you, buddy? Thank you for joining me this evening. Hope you had a beautiful day down there in Nokomis. And I need to pull up one more page. Oh, it's right there, probably, actually. I got to make my screen bigger. Hold on. It was good. It was pretty good. Really lazy. Obviously watched football a lot. Went to the hot tub. Played with the dogs earlier. I tried to play in the field under Evergreen High School, and they got that bitch still on lockdown until tomorrow. So I had to go to another field and let them run around and, you know, get them some exercise. Let's go to, hold on, I'll make this bigger. I need to really move the chat over here. Yep, because I really don't need to see myself. You know what I'm saying? I know what I look like. But anyway, yeah, okay, so we put the chat over here. You got two people. It's probably Carla and Dima. Hey, baby, love you. If it's you. Actually, let me send, hold on. Let me send this to Mom and Sherry and Terry real quick, like I always do. Boop. Share. Messages. Hold on real quick. Hold on. To Mom. I forgot to do this earlier. I kind of give her a little, so she doesn't have to look for me. Boop. And there we go. Boop. All right. 3 people have it. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. We're going to go 100 best. No. Riddles. No. Actually, we'll go to this one, and then we'll go right there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and run down some information for you. Some entertainment news. We got the current top 5 Billboard Hot 100. The list is rock and alternative. I'm not going to go pop, really, because, jeez, can we slow down? Hey, Andreas, how are you? Thank you very much. Is it, the background music, is it light enough? Do I need to simmer it down some? Thank you for joining me, Andreas. Shout out to the beautiful country of Colombia. And here shortly, man, we may have the whole city of Medellin watching me, you know, Andreas, shit. And then we may have the whole city of watching Andreas's video of Evergreen, Colorado here shortly at some point. Anyway, little sip, little dink, hot rock and alternative songs. Number 1 is Undressed by Somber. This little Somber kid is kind of racking up the charts right now. He's a skinny little white kid, and he's doing pretty good. All of his songs are kind of catchy, you know. Number 2 is Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Again, number 3, Back to Friends by Somber. 2 on the top 5. Too Sweet is a good song by Hozier. Number 4 and number 5 is Stargazing by Miles Smith. That is the top 5 rock and alternative hits for this week. Yeah, thank you very much, Andreas. You know I'm playing a song for you tonight. Playing a song for you tonight specifically, my friends. No, perfect. Okay, good. A little bit of music in the background. You know, something to keep it tip top, ship shop. Anyway, let's go to something else. This day in music history. Ooh, this day in music history is pretty good. I read it earlier. Boop. Let's pull it up. What happened? Yep. All right. We're going to start back in the 50s, 1950s. We're going to work our way up. Let's skip. All right. Skip. All right. We'll go to the 60s because I don't know any of these people. Cliff Richard, congratulations. Payola, congratulations. And payola is actually in 1960. The Federal Communications Act of the United States was amended to outlaw payments of cash or gifts in exchange for airplay of records. You know, no briberies. You know what I'm saying? 1960. 1963, Graham Nash of Crosby, Stills and Nash. Graham Nash fell out of the Hollies van right after a gig in Scotland. Nash checked in to see if the door was locked, and it wasn't. And he whoa.
Lineman, it's his job to keep the power on.
Oh, I gotta remember that.
That's why he chooses Granger for
Hold
professional grade.
Okay, there we go. I gotta remember that, guys. We have ads in this music on this music channel. Okay, here we go. And thank you very much. What music right now? We are listening to "In My Heart" by. She has lyrics. I did not want lyrics. Hold on. Let's Okay. A bit much better. I really don't want lyrics in my background music. We'll tweak that. We'll get better. Anyway, let's keep moving on. This day in music history in 1963, of course, Graham Nash falls out of his van after the Hollies. You know, Graham Nash was in the Hollies first, and then he moved on to Crosby, Stills and Nash. 1964, the Rolling Stones. Who doesn't love the Rolling Stones? During a British tour, 24 rugby players were hired as human crash barriers at a Rolling Stones gig at a Liverpool show, the human chain disappeared under a wave of 5,000 fans as the Stones took the stage. They probably just stepped on over them and just mauled them. 1965, a year later, Mr. Paul McCartney. Actually, he has a better title. What's the English titles for? Let me bring up my. Where'd my pop-out chat go? Hold on. Where's my pop-out chat? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I wonder why. Okay, hold on. I'm just playing. Hold on. I'm bringing up my pop-up chat back up, and then we got my screen back up. Okay, there we go. Woo! Man, 12 hours to the beach. Dima, did you hear that? It takes Dima down in Nokomis, Florida, about 5 minutes to get to the beach. And he has a beautiful little beach. It takes Andreas by bus, so he says last night, about 12 hours. So, man, you start in the morning, get there. Might as well spend the night, then come back the next day. You know, that's a long day of travel. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's 24 hours of travel. So, woo. Well, you could sleep on the bus, I guess. You know, there you go. Anyway, Paul McCartney's song Yesterday was released as a Beatles single in the United States. McCartney's vocals and acoustic guitar together with a string quartet essentially made for the first solo performance of the band. Yesterday, okay, 1967, a year later, still continuing with the Beatles. The Beatles formed an electric company called 50 Shades Limited, appointed John Alexis, Magic Alexis, to the company's director. Alex claimed he could build a 72-track tape machine. 72-track tape machine instead of the 4-track at Abbey Road. Obviously, it never materialized. One of his more outrageous plans was to replace the acoustic baffles around Ringo Starr's drum with an invisible sonic force field. George Harrison later said that employing Martis was the biggest disaster of all time. Sorry, dude. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Just got to make sure the ads didn't come in. 1969, John Lennon. Geez, sticking with the Beatles again. John Lennon and Yoko Ono flew to Canada, perform at the Rock and Roll Revival show in Toronto. The band members Eric Clapton, Klaus Voormann, and drummer Alan White were put together so late that they had to rehearse on the plane from England. Also making an appearance at the concert was Chuck Berry, Gene Vincent, Bo Diddley, The Doors, and Alice Cooper. Lennon later released his performance at a Live Peace Toronto show. We'll go to 1975. Janice Ian's At 17, don't even know that, a song about dealing with unrealistic standards of beauty. Peaked at number 3 on the U.S. charts for the first 2 weeks. Wow. 1985, let's jump up a decade. I think we're getting closer. MTV Music Awards, We Are the World. We Are the World won Best Group Video, the Viewer's Choice MTV Music Awards in New York. Don Henley's The Boys of Summer video won 4 trophies, including Best Video. Bruce Springsteen, I'm on Fire. Actually, I almost sang that. I got that in the queue coming up. I'm probably going to do a Bruce Springsteen week. And nod for the Best Male Video. And Tina Turner, Best Female Video from What's Love Got to Do with It. Anyway, 1986, Berlin. The band Berlin with female lead singer. I forget her name. The Communards were at Berlin. Berlin went to number 1. Oh yeah, that's right. And the U.S. singles with the Giorgio Moroder written and produced "Take My Breath Away." Oh God, how huge was that? On the B side, the Righteous Brothers, "You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin'." Both songs were featured on the film Top Gun. Of course, Top Gun made them famous. 1987, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson started a 5-week run at number 1 in the United Album charts with "Bad." His follow-up to the Thriller album. It stayed at number 1 in the U.S. for 6 weeks. Nirvana. Welcome, Nirvana. I remember that video. 1991, Geffen Records threw a party to launch Nirvana's single, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Oh my gosh. The song of all songs that changed the generation. The band ended up being thrown out of their own party after starting a food fight. Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, what a genius. What a flippin' genius. God, 27 years old. He made that 27 list. Why couldn't we have kept him one more year? Or 20, 30 more years. 1996. Oh, asshole Liam Gallagher. I didn't mean asshole. I don't know you personally. Both Noel and Liam Gallagher arrived back in the United Kingdom on separate flights because they hated each other from the U.S. amid rumors that Oasis were splitting. A statement from the record company said there would be no live gigs, but the band would continue to record. Probably because they're having fighting on stage, like Jane's Addiction. Did you see that, Perry Farrell? Almost punching guitarist Dave Navarro, Jane's Addiction, recently, live. Wow. Yesterday is also a good song. Damn it. I may sing Yesterday tomorrow night, just for you. God, it's Andreas request weekend. That's what this damn show is. I'll sing Yesterday. That's a good song. That's tomorrow. Thank you, Andreas, for picking my song tomorrow. Thank you, man. That's wow. That was easy. Anyway, yeah, and of course they did break up, but now they're getting back together, ironically. So you can go see the boys of Oasis here shortly, and I actually wouldn't mind seeing him, as long as he kept his mouth shut and didn't talk about stupid ass shit that gets him in trouble. 1996, we got 13 more minutes before my live song. 1996, Tupac, American's rapper Tupac, Amaru Shakur died in 1996 after being shot 6 days earlier when he was driving through Las Vegas. 13 bullets were fired into his BMW. Damn. The incident was blamed on East and West Coast gang wars. Shakur was a convicted sex offender, guilty of sexual abuse. After serving 11 months in his sentence, he was released from prison on an appeal financed by Suge Knight, the CEO of Death Row Records. Yeah. Here we go back. Oh, The Verve, 1997. The Verve. Dude, you want to listen to a badass CD, a badass album, all the way from the beginning to end? The Verve. That one right there. The Verve scored their first and only UK single with The Drugs Don't Work, taken from their third album, Urban Hymns. The track became the band's most successful single in the UK. 2000, Elton John threw a tantrum. No. Elton John threw a tantrum when he was set to appear at a sellout show in Estoril Casino near Lisbon. Elton was unhappy after the audience were slow in leaving a VIP dinner. Before the concert. Elton left the building, flew home to his private jet without playing a note. He left. Didn't even play that damn thing. He was like, people, leave me alone. I got a concert to play to. And then he was like, fuck it. I'm leaving. 2005, Jimi Hendrix. The home where Jimi Hendrix grew up in Seattle was saved from demolition after a new location was agreed in the last minute. The James Marshall Hendrix Foundation and the city of Seattle agreed to renovate the building into a community center opposite the cemetery where the guitarist was buried in 1970. Last time that me and my family went to Seattle, we went to his grave site. We went to that cemetery. Very beautiful, covered, octagon, maybe pentagon type shape. You can go inside, you can sit down, you can look at his lyrics, look at one of the most beautiful grave sites I've ever seen. And they really did a beautiful job commemorating Jimi Hendrix, probably the greatest guitarist to ever live. One of the top 3, 4. It's very hard, obviously. Stevie Ray, Clapton, and others. But anyway, let's keep on going. I'm going to just do a couple more. We'll get to a couple other things. Let's go to 2013. Morrissey of the Smiths. Morrissey halted plans to release his autobiography. 3 days before it was due to be published, the memoirs were set to give details about the 54-year-old's life growing up in Manchester. See how much 54 comes in to my life every single day. It could have been 53-year-old. It could have been. No, it was 54. Growing up in Manchester, all right, Manchester City, Manchester United tomorrow. Manchester City has to win. They've bloody got to win. Chelsea got the tie today. That's right. It's a little bit of EPL action. The memoirs were set to, 54-year-old's life about growing up in Manchester in relationship with former songwriter partner Johnny Marr. But a statement on his fan website said there had been a last-minute content disagreement with his publisher. The book was published the following month. Let's go up to 2019. We lost a good one. Eddie Money, American singer, songwriter with multi-instrumentalist Eddie Money, died of cancer at the age of 70. He released over 10 albums, and had a string of hits in the late 70s, including Baby Hold On, 2 Tickets to Paradise. Everybody loves that one. Take Me Home Tonight. Everybody's heard that one and loves that one. 2024. I didn't even know this was on. I watched the video today. 2024, last year, Perry Farrell, what I was talking about earlier. Jane's Addiction apologized after they canceled an upcoming show following an on-stage brawl in Boston. The American band cut short their gig after frontman Perry Farrell threw a punch at guitarist Dave Navarro. Footage on social media showed Farrell shouting at Navarro and punching him. And he did. Like that, you know. And then as he got taken to the back by his people, they were punching Farrell too, and Farrell was punching back. I mean, I don't know what happened. Farrell was then restrained by staff and taken off stage to the Boston's Leader Bank Pavilion. That's Jane's Addiction. They hadn't played in 14 years. And, you know, drugs, alcohol, shit like that. The band actually said, I saw earlier, that they were doing great at the beginning of the tour because Perry Farrell was sober. So he's putting out beautiful shows. And then the dumbass starts taking drugs and messes up people for fans like myself, Jane's Addiction, that would have loved to have gone and seen in their concert.
This is the story of the one.
Yeah, I caught that one. All right, let's go. Joke of the day. That was This Day in Music. That's what that was. We got about 8 minutes until I go live. So let's pop the joke of the day. This is a good one, actually. Boop. An old man at a bar challenges the bartender with a $20 bet, claiming he can bite his own eye. Intrigued, the bartender accepts. The man removes his glass eye and gently gnaws on it. Winning the bet. The bartender, a bit annoyed, pays up. About 10 minutes later, the man returns with a bigger bet. He bets $100 that he can urinate straight into a shot glass while running around it. Convinced that it's impossible, the bartender enthusiastically accepts. The man tries but splashes urine all around, missing the shot glass entirely, actually. Triumphantly, the bartender celebrates his victory. But a man suddenly yells angrily, "Damn it!" When asked about his frustration, he groans, "That guy just bet me $200 that he could pee all over the bar and you'd be thrilled about it." That's a good one. That's a good one. Piss all over the bar, you'd be happy about it. That's a good one. So he lost 100, gained 200. Ooh, sucker. Joke of the day. All right, we got a little bit of trivia as well. All right, here's my trivia of the day. We got about 6 more minutes. We can do this. Where's my trivia? Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. Best riddles. Let's move this down. Come on. 100 best riddles. I thought I had. No, I do. No. Come on. Oh, here it is. All right. This one isn't bad. And it's more related to not like Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus shit. This is. But there is a good one. Come on. Where is it? It's right down here. Hold on. It was about what's her face. Okay, here it is. Actually, this is a good one. Which singer was the only solo musician to have a #1 hit every year in the 1990s? Which singer's 1990s, a little bit back, a little bit around my time. Which singer was the only solo musician to have a #1 hit every single year in the 1990s? I'll tell you the answer later. Tongue twister time. Whoop! Tongue twister, where are you? The best riddle. Where is my tongue twister? Not there. I'm actually going to kick on Nightbot Live and see what happens. I just turned it on. Riddles. I didn't pull up my tongue twister. So we're going to do riddles right now. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Really good riddle. Okay. I lost my stream too. Every single time I click on something, I lose my stream page. So let me minimize. Boop. Stream is right Here? Okay, there we go. Nice. Yesterday, I will sing that. All right, listen to this riddle. What 8-letter word, you're not going to obviously get it, but you can try. What 8-letter word can have a letter taken away and still makes a word? Take another letter away and it still makes a word. Keep on taking letters away until you have one letter left. What is the word? 8-letter word, you can take a letter out each time and still spell a word. It's pretty cool. I like this, and I'll read the answer here in a second. Think about that. Let's go to minimize. Let's go back. Let's get big. Boop. Hold on. There we are. Let's go. Boom. Right this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Trivia, tongue, riddle or puzzle. Already did the riddle or puzzle. Shoot. Let's go back to the answer to the question. We'll get to the riddle in a minute. Solo hit every single year in the 90s. Mariah Carey. Beautiful Mariah Carey. I mean, 91, 92, 93. Just think, 10 number one hits every single year. I mean, Mariah Carey was huge back then. So that should be a given almost. Anyway, what letter word can have a letter taken away and still be made a word? Listen to this. Starting. 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 Remove the middle T and you have staring. Remove the A and you have string. Remove the R and then you have sting. Remove the T and you get sing. Remove the G and you get sin. Sometimes. Remove the S and you're left with in. And obviously if you remove the N, you're left with I. What a beautiful riddle. Keep that in mind. Talk to that. Tell Sophia. Tell that one to Bella. Starting. You remove a single letter every single time, and you have a word every single time. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Thank you, Dima and others for joining this evening. Thank you, Andreas, from the beautiful country of Colombia. And, man, the Colombia soccer players are badass. I just keep on thinking about the Colombia soccer players. You know, probably the top 5 Latin soccer teams in the world. Obviously, Brazil's up there, Colombia. Oh, boy, Argentina. Latino, I guess you can throw Spain in there. But, you know, and possibly a couple others that I'm not really remembering. And Mexico's decent as well at times. Mexico can be a threat. United States, give us another 100 years. Anyway, and then we'll win a World Cup. Actually, we got the World Cup coming to the United States next time. Woo! Tickets are like $10,000 a seat. Anyway, we're going to sing a song in 2 minutes. Thank you very much for showing up. I thank all my folks for being with me. Of course, we're singing a song live at 7 o'clock, and this song is song number 71 out of 365 entitled Escape, the Pina Colada Song by Rupert Holmes. And I went on and final audience shout-outs. I'm just kind of reading my...
Without the ones like you working
No.
tirelessly to keep things...
Yeah. 11 views, 3 people. I mean, I got to keep them. Until 7 o'clock. I don't know how to keep them until 7 o'clock. I don't know if I need to do entertainment before I sing a song. I don't know if I need to just come on at 7, sing a song, get off. Make that it. Make it easy, you know. But let's do this. Let's take off. Hold on. Let's take off my little sound. We're gonna hold on. Gotta find. Boop 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 boop. Kill what happened. Kill Facebook. Boop. 100. Yeah, we'll kill that. Rupert Holmes. There we are. Escape Pina Colada Songs karaoke version. Sing King, by the way, had a beautiful cut. Let's kill my music. Boop. Boop. And this is emotional and sad. Emotional and sad. Free music. That's what this is. Together by Rex Lambo. That's what we're listening to. We're going to kill it and go right into mine. Rupert Holmes, Escape, Pina Colada Song. Let's do this. What? saying that. That's kind of little. I was tired of my lady. We'd been together too long. Like a worn-out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was a letter I read. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not young into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm in love that you looked for. Write to me and escape. Sorry. All right, hold on. Hold on. I just realized that. Let's actually start this over. Because y'all are basically listening to me falsetto. Holy shit, man. You know, live is a beautiful thing. And, you know, sometimes you get in fights with your band members. Sometimes, you know, your guitar just goes out, and then you have no guitar for a while, and the backline tech's diving in the middle of the stage to hook your guitar back up again. Sometimes you don't remember to hit the play button on the and move the. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Let's do this again. Do this again. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm going to sing it again. Sorry about that. We're going to do this twice. There you go. There you go. Because my I killed acapella. Yeah, I know. You know. I was tired of my lady. We've been together too long. Like a worn-out recording of a favorite song. Much better. So while we lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm in love that you asked for. Write to me and escape. See, I was even playing air guitar, and you had no idea what I was playing. I mean, I was hitting every note on air guitar. You had no idea. I didn't think about my lady. I know that sounds kind of mean, but me and my old lady had fallen into the same old dull routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad, and though I'm nobody's poet, I wasn't half bad. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into health food, I am into champagne. I got to meet you by tomorrow noon and cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's, where we'll plan our escape. Now the chorus. So I waited with high hopes, and she walked in the place. I knew her smile in an instant, I knew the curve of her face. It was my own little lady, and she said, oh, it's you. Then we laughed for a moment, and I said, I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the feel of the ocean and the taste of champagne. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, you're the lady I've looked for. Come with me and escape. Ooh. Thank you for watching me tonight. Thank you for Andreas picking the song and yesterday for tomorrow night. I still got one more. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes on the Cape, then I'm the love that you look for. Write to me and escape. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into health food. I am into champagne. I've got to meet you by tomorrow noon and cut through all this red tape at a bar on O'Malley's where we'll plan our escape. Let it finish. Woo! There we go. Thank you for watching tonight, Rupert Holmes. Messages. I wonder if what's this fake? No, it really didn't come in. Nightbot Online messages today. Yeah, it hadn't synced up yet. I'll get Nightbot Online to work at some point. But anyway, thank you for staying. Thank you for singing it tonight, my friend. It's also my favorite. Moms. Oh, really? Well, that's awesome. The high notes are really tough to get to, but I just tried to keep it, in that same area without screeching or. Yada, yada, yada. So, well, thank you very much. I hope you and your mother enjoyed Pina Colada this afternoon. Anyway, appreciate everybody for joining. I think I got about, up to the teens as far as onlookers, you know what I'm saying? Onlookers, but we're going to kill it. I don't think I need to stay on after my song. I've already talked too much. We'll see you tomorrow night. I am now singing Yesterday. By the Beatles, Paul McCartney, and that's a good one. I sang Imagine earlier this week, so we'll go to Yesterday. Nice, beautiful slow song. Hit the notes and get it right. So we'll sing some Beatles tomorrow night. Take care, everybody. Love you guys, and I'm gonna stop streaming. Keep dreaming.